Wedding bank to be any say. Woman Penja James Abia make us say, or my message of failure, State of the Nation address, or my tibia, to see what they are to join. Now, some back what can not buy your tibia way. I could send you now on a banner from Debia, one folk generation codie, no man's can send to train now, Edna Brane.
Ghana Penny John Dramani Mahama said the year Kanwa State of the Nation address was answered to Jan. Said Ghana for Jumara for any for one from a who was Subaya Juma Hobia. Enya aban no mugide free so won hye egua kwan mu abeboa ama wo mo ye nnuma hodro no omoso ho ato wo mo
na kane panya no oda environmental protection agency ano EPA yura Dr. Henry Kwabrako Kofu ene wakeka bi e de ache no da hyemude kese ekoso emrehijafo na afenipa bi ntema no mo adwen kwa mbefa so agaram sei won betimi etu ase wo man so emu
Assembly members of war Achumampo Nua woman so and their friends central for Asia Munani Nada somewhere free RCC bus drip video no or form general and feed home go RCC no what watch just or more yanasa and
somewhere now for Benum and a real chance here the Abram Circus, and a chance say me Kwame Ofori Abuaje Elder 0 million bar.
I join Yako Abronma.
After Yamfa Berkasian Yentie emu ensem.
Sikka FM, Trakawai, Yan Yakron, 89.5, Sikka FM, 89.5. Sikka FM 89.5. Yes, smart Santimai.
Yes, smart Santimai. I'm a bit so command Ghana and Jeffrey or my mus and Semia so Emunafe. Young command message of Fies and Panjans. I be see a mere Eka say any fear Honman and Kata good and now walking Kaya. My tip, yes, it is it here. What they are to message of for so any State of the Nation address the Dika Kra. I war no Angasa. The second time no Emunas Abdo they are to join. I don't know what them to the watch say. And number to me, I did about Babisha. And it's a men's 7 year and they crack if it was a trouble say to Amma say Edibia and Amma what to me about my mom for the donor and I say one more age in the center was Shagana for you now ever say saying you go point can win enough where you are so for being almost one year competent enough I can win you go point I don't say and in Fiona Ghana for so a day amano and query no dear not a man's casena ejna brane Naja say and I could say a fan out to move some pack and no so to me a call a year so at the emo of main and no and I watch say I will send you now emun was second of say German Pire and for money and son a beya and ya when I was then I'm a part not to no money a year not a Mexica the senior and yano Nina so to me a koye ami hoso at me at toye a yentie Ghanaman paying John Dramani Mahama and Anuma 7 Ebi.
That will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on a path of growth and prosperity. My government, working with you and every Ghanaian, will solve the challenges because we have developed the plan with our people's support. When I decided to run for president again, I did so because of what I knew about the state of our country. I was aware that huge problems awaited me upon assumption of office, but nothing could prepare anyone for the reality of the depths to which our economy and our governance had sunk. Our elders say that a frog's true length can be ascertained only after it has died. And how right they were. It is common knowledge that our economy is in dire straits, which is putting it mildly, because an initial assessment of the books we have discovered, that our economic problems are much deeper than was previously known. We have inherited a country that is broken on many fronts. The profundities of the challenges confronting us are staggering. We are saddled with staggering debts and glaring signs of almost deliberate and in some cases reckless mismanagement of our resources. Mr. Speaker, not even the restraints of an IMF program were agreed with the IMF. Ghana cedi continued its downward slide, losing 19% of its value against the dollar in 2024. It had already in the previous year lost 27.8% of its value. In addition to the public debt, which amounts to a staggering 721 billion cedis, several state-owned enterprises are also in debt, including the ECG, which owes 68 billion Ghana cedis. Ghana Cocoa Board, the hope of cocoa farmers, is also highly indebted. Its balance sheet indicates a total debt of 32.5 billion Ghana cedis. of which 9.7 billion is due to be paid at the end of September 2025. In 2023-2024 crop season, Cocoa Board was unable to supply 333,767 metric tons of cocoa, which it had sold at $2,600 per ton. As a result, the then management of Cocoa Board rolled over these contracts into the 2024-2025 season.
Ghana man penny John Dramani mama busa from what and can so be so men's kasem na as no so man no na kunya ne so no ti kasem na nya kura no man koyi enso ne nyina emu no anamon de obetu na afere bebremu bia sa so mesi na ye yobenten na ye da bi wade ato no sesa nsa na wo ba no na onim nia ewo ho enti ene wa banya de so besu na emum na adwuma na no ba be ye adwuma den wo be ye amomens kasem ne ntotoye so atumi akonkai na owie no amfa nso ho a wo san ekasa ade fa wo ha hodo as abe edokro oman na mahoden ehwe ho na sade ede ka ba beto ho na afi amma no mantumi enkoye nyina so wakasa de fa ho a wo chekwa befa so a obetumi eto ho so anamon.
The energy sector faces significant financial challenges, primarily due to collection and system losses, non-compliance with the cash waterfall mechanism, and legacy debts. The financing shortfall has risen considerably to approximately $2.2 billion, or 34 billion Ghana cedis for 2025, and urgent measures will be needed to reduce it to sustainable levels and ultimately eliminate it. The financial sector continues to struggle despite the reportedly spending of 29.9 billion on the financial sector cleanup exercise up to date. Current reserves were also left for debt servicing, despite implementing what may be considered the most severe and distressing economic policy in the annals of the Fourth Republic, if not in the entirety of our nation's history. And I'm referring to the domestic debt exchange program. This is in stark contrast to our actions in 2017 before we left office, when we allocated $250 million to the sinking fund handed over to the incoming government to service debts, Ghana's debts. There have been claims that buffers were left for debt repayments, oncoming debt repayment this year. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me give you the statement of account for the debt service reserve account, which is also popularly referred to as the sinking fund. This fund shows a balance of only $64,000 in the dollar account, $64,000 in the dollar account, and 143 million Ghana cedis in the CD account. The repercussions of the accumulation of debt and economic mismanagement will require extensive work and sacrifice to repair. In the next 4 years, to put things in context for you, Mr. Speaker, in the next 4 years, our debt servicing will amount to 280 billion cedis, and this comprises of 150 billion for domestic debt and 130 billion in external debt servicing.
And I say to me, singing emuno, and all I assume now, Chester, when you're singing, I'm over to me, I any from JB, Sabaya, won't feel so unquano dear, no maska sem, Ejna Branny, none to me, Aqua energy sector also, your how I would do Korean so, but was so bet to one or more pass, have been in court for no more, you'll be so, airborne home one day, be competent enough. Yeah, move to me, I should say, or man, Ejna Brania, bedroom linear, so that you want to me at toy.
Yeah, that's why Ghana Mount Penny, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the State of the Nation addresser, Nano Egusua War Canona, what is same sort to Jack, Ede, a call Ede, Ama Ghana, Flower, Muya Juma, Ewa Yamaimu, and a few more Makasa woman, you man cranked, you know, any of the Wamusu, Muframa, who was so, Edi Sikka, or Maya Juma, Ewo Krohanum, was saying. Ọmọ so anya ne mugide afi sa wode hye ma pagua kwamu a baba boa bese so mo sika samu ama wo bibiara okura sika de ye adwuma wo ye ma mu nani bagye ama na nya mfaso ede afri so nya no nko a wo mo so mo fra ma hodoro so baba ye adwuma krom ha so omo de sika be hye mu no wo mo so benya mfaso na wo mo so ni agye na mpapie no na de bia wo kɔ a wo masa so baba invest wo ye ma ye mu na wo say ene me nyina di adanse se ampa ɔno deɛ wayɛ krado sɛ wɔba abɛyɛ adwuma ɛno nti wɔba abɛyɛ adwuma no yie saa afa no nso yie ɛbɛboa ma Ghana yɛ economy no a sɛ wɔtɔnkoo so wado sɛ ne kɔn mu abuo no wasa so anya ahoɔden biem agyina brane ama bibia nso ɛtumi akɔnkan Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama.
With the transparent and prudent measures we have implemented since taking over the administration of this country, I urge my countrymen and women, business owners and foreign investors to trust our competence in turning our economic fortunes around. Mr. Speaker, since we took office on January 7, 2025, we have upheld our commitment to a fiscal consolidation agenda with a streamlined government. We have eliminated unnecessary expenditures and reduced our reliance on borrowing. Our prudent debt management practices have led to a substantial reduction in interest rates. The 91-day Treasury bill rate, which was 28.51% on January 6, 2025, has dropped to 24.48% as of February 24, 2025. Similarly, the 182-day Treasury bill rate, which was 29.07% as of January 6, 2025, has decreased to date to 25.388%. Mr. Speaker, the 364-day Treasury bill rate has also moved from 30.41% to 27.30% in the same period. We signed a memorandum of understanding with our official creditor committee, OCC, to formalize the debt treatment agreed upon with our official creditors. This marks a crucial step towards Ghana's restoration of long-term debt sustainability. The agreement will enable financial resources to support and strengthen our economic recovery. Mr. Speaker, on February 20th, 2025, the National Tripartite Committee and the Public Services Joint Standing Negotiating Committee concluded negotiations on the 2025 minimum wage and base pay for the single-spine salary structure, respectively. I want to use this opportunity to reiterate my sincere gratitude to organized labor and the Ghana Employers Association for their understanding and cooperation in reaching this agreement on the minimum wage and the base pay. On the final day of negotiations, I enjoyed the privilege of joining my comrades, the leaders of organized labor, for the concluding discussions. I'm confident that the sacrifice we have all made this year will significantly benefit our economy's health in the future.
Ghana Mampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and yet watching some was for a channel to us 20 who buy a Muslim about contempt treasure bill no said was each BM Kakano a Pejamu Akosra no Yasempa or we ye and I just was answer so Dawa Muswase so Muniko share Matias yes and Kakanina yes a Juma was somewhere my mobile de Amo Bibian so Eden who ever I
was trying some listen for young queen and I am a suitor for an face some penny from Cambia, a womb, a bar, a self, a mind say two from a good year, and the idea, woman never could see an uncle no mahua, Sanya, a beya, a jail gaman, of course, Garam say no, a jumbo to me a brown, no, as a cry, our mind to emu. Now, one more average of a compasso, now, Mosque man, and so, to me, of course, so, my Ghana, so, when Timpany folk or trot, yeah, Yera Abbas, one baby car, or could be now called the Cocobosso. Ede Emma a yam na soja for nsa wo bibia wonim na woni na de wo so de wo nsuro hwe na ba kwakọ semwura mu na asa kwa ibrinto bi mu akọtan suo so se wo kwakọ tufu magudi na nkwambone ne so ne de akunya se nyina emu no ma no bi se de emra no so asie na sasem we say na ene de kane boss na panina na wada Environmental Protection Agency ano EPA yewura Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokufu na wada no atum no che se azie enwa papa we dey kamia kwakwa se Ghana ase nya atum se kase pa na ekoso ni nyina ene se omanpele gufo ado ebreso na irigama na ekoso na se Ghana mse wonsensem ba ya na aja amanfo sori twa aban na da pasa titru ene aban ya sabe o chedwa mu ne nkrofo wo mo ekotumi ko jangram se site baabi now my video no ma censure na baba chira Ghana for nansa drop for kabi afi kwa you baby crowd organize labor wo mo so HS mo ko strike ya nyi nyina eno wo mo ehunu se ade no national disaster ya yo se kamutimi efa adwen twatwa adwen enko mefa so a ebetimi asi ano ene eno na ba no mo na chia ko wiase Ghana project so de to aba ede etia mampani ku fado aban anase MPP aban no mampani ku fado animu na ena wo che se enai dia ban we ba ye no Womo atwenya hihye agwagwa atumi enwu se mutumi eye forum bi na obi ade na dwenkyere eba ko mefa so a womo ebetumi atu ho anamo wana wokyese ade we di wodwene wa wonte asenso nyina atumi aba ne saa no na nka ese gana po nyina ehu ne saa ade we se no enye amenyesam na ese ade eye na emum no eye omamu no nyina asade ese tumi dwendwene ho na ohawa ade ebetumi esi ano ekwa yenti yewura Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu
Osumi mienu akuti abatu obre. Ehu central de ubofo odino omo boye eda na di kire wiase nyina se insu ane enkwaye no estay because of galamsey. Eninti aban no New Patriotic Party aban no ho beye teacher for a lawyer for edmani pia ho mem dia de ho ji mu bi. Na ni nyina kanfu ano na kire se MPP aban na emo no ho modere. O kan akora kan se aban na nkasa mu penifo bi egu so a omo yo. Eninti na aban timi to so sa. Ana lora Kempinski, SSRD, my baby jump for Mamishia. No one you require the password. Let's see, last year, 9 MPP were on. NDC, our opposition organization, or my winning in a Kia Bino, our Galamsey, you may be Sabriano, not stakeholder engagement, Nani, and any Quemo. I had named him for your name was central for your new Tiara. I would check out what said you may be Ghana to one. Now, the enemy Yabako, the name the MP Nicosia MP now or our rain, NDC MP or our rain, Okodiana, Nokobia. Tain and Tibua Ninidia. I buy the fresh MP Simra, near no Misukuda. What by an Casawu, Yaboa, near winning MP Baku, or not been himself to Dona and so a Council Bakudi, or minor a year our rain, Mammy Helen and Penny for Tunusosa, about one Snabeka, Jumedia, Okiwo, Galamsey. If you can't see Krabuni evidence, a cry, and Odiaco, and I'm on bedroom to a fact. Now he came to the other you, one shot to the other you, the way Yak could grow on back. Yejuma and Mra Yejuma said the Stefata. You better ABC Musabi Gusania. You can't say Ghana Pugina say. Well, I'm saying I'm not down. And yet, politicians do on Wuji Muso Mubaya mining. Anna, I'm Akia Tisikra. A trap war, a process war, a central war, a sophomore, other groups of people, lecturers, normally a day, and Yancy, and I think Kasika Wuti, only Nadu or Wujimun. Anna Amanako, a central. That's the political tool. Now you're gaining political power. Now I say about them not any solution to be finding the solution towards Galamsey. If you say no one on it.
Yera Henry Kwabena Kokofu we shall form and canon what chance about and crop for and do any solution bia what the A2 Galamsey no as a sort of month for year no San as I'm coming here and Mamma Penny good for another soon and so much to me Anyanisa. Now we no sign a Kasa yen watches on Penja GM. I brought no born to upon my Penyama Dibiumuno. What catch a gun of winning say and conform my Penny good for the bano at you or Monaco Goom sign any guy man I got him say now when there was some boss or bar any Obama Bailey, Obama Bailey, Obey your money in Afrimo. None of what is about Penny JM. I they say what change a come here, Aqua Quest, watch as and Quay Womo, and you see Tino.
President Mama, watch it. If you say or say, or born to or see a Tuabama Noa. And I'm saying, ready or maybe a Chemua, you don't quit, yes, obey you. And I be a state of the nation or a Kakana where you are now. Yeah, the amount of them, only to me, say, or mine, she said, or Mamu. So how can I be that? You know, to me, Tiasi, who say, wait, you're my winning in our house. You came home, name Tusa, no fast with you, no man, and young to my time. Daddy, with the end of politics. I am penny pebbing cover. You are canny, you feel move a pair also, and you're my penny also. You get 2 million. Yeah, the country Ghana was a failure, Momlanian fight in a quarter and the first one years ago.
And yet, Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu or no Kanena or your MP. I don't want for more Bantama temperature. So now we are by a Tremono, no, Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, or more of boss, and our church and in same one. So,
Assembly members are more Achuma and Punya. Almost our friends and for and share Muna, almost some more Canada, and and Penny for Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council, RCC, out to a Moncra, several more and fire a video to Munu Abanye Cham, no drip machines no bino, Edema district Biano, RCC no, I catch from some form Diano, Emegu RCC ho, and no and assembly members here, one more Crassia by say. ahanumi wo mo aba abonte e ba kire se wo mo portable horo dodo na adwuma mo ye wo ho eye kua akwan ne so nye enti se afidie mumuntum no aban no ede ma wo mo no eno an wo wodi jujiju so kakra se de be ya ene oni kroko na afom no kotwa ne no ba ya ono so timi atam ede afa kwan ne so ede abadwom aba beton se de be ya beboa mo so asetere mo adwo wo mo na panyifo kwaka so mo sanfa efidie muruntubi nyina magu CCD abde na omo ba yusu omo honom no ede ajujiju kwan no so to omo do omo se wo omo fa efidie ne ma enu to omo friends and trofo shiamu kire se omo wo bibinti omo kase omo fa ma na mkire mu kire wo se omo yusu omo ho no ede juju omo kwan so se de be ya boa ma ne nyina enso etumi akonkan ewo wo mo empotamu honom na yentie se de assembly members no omo de omo ensem no Tuesday.
Basa inyaka ebetumi abakutwa age amanfo nti empenfo se ahumbi entwa ehun prem nti yem tintra ho ema yemfa sa afidie ni emfiri ahanum enko ya to so bi so ya bra RCC ade a wode abai yemu yie chance sa be sei aye bra ye hwe ye DC kwa se enko beba ne nyina ye bompa se enka ye beyin brako pe eni hu se sa directives yaba na se ebasa na chese yentimi enso ano ana yewura so anase ye maame so enya maayi nti no ona mo members ene nanam ente o se yemfa machine nko na yebeko ebewie no afei na sobo na yede boye nti ena no pay ona mo members ayake ho abom nanam ene ye manfo ana yaba se yede saa semi eba beto ensentrofo ni se momfa enko na wiase afa na nyina entibi no so enkan asem emai ya no ka sai ya hyehyɛ ta ebra ene no ensentrofo akasa ni ye letter fa ba koma regional minister na do de letter e kono so no na ye bo amfidie no ho eba ye yi ni ba amomo atwe amfidie no 24/7 nti bibia e koso abia no na se pan ye kwa to form hamma e beti na ye tin so a ye be react to it na se ye no man nyina no botwi na ye ba bishia ni age ye japade ye desio
ona mo ye in case omo be papa o how be na de be bramu nti amoni ade
so o hwa se ye kai na adwumpo ne akwan bebre wo ho ma esuo be tutoyi ye ntimi kwa emfa enko kumasi se na obi enko kumasi a otimi change no be miensa ansana odu kumasi obi nso kwa ho ma case sedia minum aye ba ye 1/5 ka efa afrom eko sama sorto we se bia dimiriko na mo se na emu wani ntimi sama sorto ma ini pe pepra nti se won be fa kwa na se atuma mpo ne wu no mpese ye wu ana se ye no ba ya ye do se wo hwe the whole Asante region ye ka koko pa atuma mpo ne any free to ba koko district atuma mpo ne number 1 ana mfudia nso a efiri han mo ko se wo hwe forest a ye wa ye double de ne ye tonja system na and oba ye free ha kopa ana bibi nso at setting ba nso free akọ no edoso nti se wo be fa ko dia na se ye retired Ghana growth na ye so anasa atuma mpo ne nso master ye ma anaso mama ekom ade na ekom no ekuye
a presided member wo Achuma Empunya Honorable Justice Nkrumah Boateng and it is one so kasa na wo wie ye na enyina hihene ana musini nana oti obuadua akomhene a wono so wonyina hi ho so de kakra eto so yentie
fire tender bre fia ekwa ye hunu nokre ena ye kuro se bibisia adwere ho nokre anenti no re yesra ban a wabai se re emfidi a ban dada no de bre ye no re ni ye mu nti no de ba ye re o be fa kwa ma ye nso ya ye do ne re enti yesra na ni ye se re em maso no yeah, you might free new class, be a lady who are your betches here, be a man. Yes, then said,
Hine Musini Nana Oti Obuadria Akomhine Akomuhine and on also yet in King.
I was saying, I was saying, yes, sorry, yes, sorry, the Quintian Sana, I was saying, yes, young call Adua Honum, Adua.
And let's see, I catch yourself so well, when you're so busy, Sikka Kase3 boy. Ama wo so abrabo aye kama ye options no edoso Monday special wo ho Tuesday dia wo ho Wednesday dia wo ho Thursday dia wo ho Friday bonanza wo ho Saturday wo ho Sunday wo ho ene eye wukuada ene yawo ti na yawo de no kono kotwa bi na wo so diska na fa show ho de hia so be dial star 959 hash ana so be ko 590mobile.com.gh ukon so anu rush no so bo abon se wo ho eno efidwoda ekosi memenda ebodo nku bia no ya wiade eno ti kono kotwa bi na wo so disika na ensesa wa abrabo de da wudi ya wo mobile money ne so na ye de atoso ede amawo o wasem bi se bia fa ene legumadi ho a obetuma fra yen e wo 0308249477 590 mobile games e just say eda wonsem.
Yes, sorry, I could ever not see and from my news with my phone, your son, so I'm Adam and a Boba Cassiano. A day, some for a France or Koja Bakra, 95 years, and so and a Dave, David, so I was one and I born in so a day, my opinion, a judge, one opinion, I say, yeah, one and I born in so a day, I'm a former at the boat near the Facebook Live, Namu and Namoti and YouTube, so one a dear Namho, the beer, our Abel Fontaine video to be and a Daruma and our tea and canal here, so at the FL me, begin the Kwame of Fori Abwaje. Elder 0 minimum yaba.